All right, here's a good question. Up top it will say to solve. When they say solve, if I see a quadratic, something with a squared in it, I know I'm probably going to want to factor it at the end and make it equal to 0, and then solve each one of those factors. With this one, probably the first thing you want to do is, I'm just looking, and every number is divisible by 3. And so I think the first thing I'll do is just divide everything by 3, rather than trying to factor it already. So divide by 3, 3, and 3. So this will end up to be x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. Then try and factor this. So two numbers that multiply to 20, and they have to add to a negative 9. So 10 and 2, no, negative 10, negative 2, no, what else? 5 and 4, 5 and 4. But that gives me a net positive 9 when I add them, so I have to go negative 5 and negative 4. That works. So I split the x squared up into x and an x, and then a minus 5 and a minus 4. So now I've got that 0 product thing where something times something equals 0. So you have to write x minus 5 is 0 or x minus 4 is 0. And then I'll add 5 on both sides. And here I'll add 4 on both sides. So my answers are 5 and 4. You could check that too. If you hop into decimals, let me maybe try doing that with decimals. Decimals, .com. Okay, I want to check that right there. Okay, graphing calculator. So I want to type in 3x squared minus 27x. Oh, I'll show you a couple ways to check it. 60. So there on my graphing calculator, I have at 4 and 5, those are the two answers. So you can find that from the graph. But also in here, maybe instead of putting the x there, I'm going to put in what I have for my answer. I'm thinking 4 was one of the answers, right? So I'll put a 4 there, and then instead of this other x, I'm going to put brackets and a 4 there. And notice that when you figure all that out, it comes out to 0. And that's what they wanted in the original equation. Let me put in a 5 there and see if 5 works too. 5 and 5. It comes out to 0 as well. So when I plug in that 5, everywhere there's an x in the original equation, if it comes out to what the other side is, which it does, then that means that 5 is an answer, and I did the same thing with 4.